Recently, I did a playthrough on Twitch, which I very creatively named Super Modded. In the playthrough, I used dozens of different mods, including quite a few content mods. And once I had finished the playthrough, I decided to rank every single boss that I had fought. Feel free to tell me how wrong my ranking is in the comments below. So, our tier list here, we've got S++ for the best of the best. We've got S for good. We could probably rename this to Cat Jam as well, because there's probably a lot of bosses that'll be here for the music. We've got Forgettable. See what I did there? It's pretty creative, huh? But yeah, this is for bosses that I just don't really remember the fight. I mean, I've fought all of the bosses on this list multiple times, so if I still don't remember the fight, they're probably not a very good boss. The very first boss here is Ceaseless Void. We kind of got to motor through this, right? We got 150 bosses, so I'm not going to dwell on these for too long, but I'm going to say Ceaseless. Cool concept, still my least favorite Sentinel though. So I think it's just very mid-tier. This is actually more of a mini-boss. This is the little squid guy from the Abyss, and it's whatever. I thought I got rid of more of these. Some of these are not supposed to be here. Whatever, this guy sucks. I hate him. Goodbye. This is Stormweaver, right, guys? Can anybody get a sprite check? I think that's Stormweaver. I actually really like Stormweaver. I'm gonna throw that in A. I think it's a cool boss, but it's not quite like S+ tier. Eater of Worlds is not a very good vanilla boss, I'll be honest. Oh, also, I should mention, we're ranking vanilla bosses off of their vanilla AI. I'm not considering like death mode or eternity mode or any other modded difficulty mode changes to these bosses. I would say Eater of Worlds is a very average boss. It's a worm boss, but at the same time, it is the first worm boss. It pioneered worm bosses. I'm just gonna put this in B tier and call it good. Okay, Destroyer. Is Destroyer better or worse than Eater of Worlds? I like Destroyer, but not a ton. So I'll put it in B tier, but higher than, yeah, I'll put it in like high B tier. Okay, we've got, what are these guys called? The Profaned Guardians. It makes the player consider weapon choice. That's true. I do need to consider not just how the boss fight feels, but also what the boss fight makes you do, how much you need to prep for it, how it makes you feel going into the fight. For the Profaned Guardians, speaking of all of those things, you don't do any of that. You just fight them. They're lame. C tier. Actually, you know what? I'm putting them in Forgettable tier. If you played Calamity once or twice, definitely Forgettable. I'm throwing them in Forgettable tier. Plaguebringer Goliath, guys. This is just S++. I don't care what you have to say. Honestly, a contender for my favorite boss of all time. I absolutely love this boss. Okay, Moonlord. Moonlord's really good. Yeah, Moonlord's just good, honestly. I'm putting him very top of A tier. I can't quite put him in SS tier, but I'll put him at the very top of A tier. This is just like, what is this, Reaper Shark from the Abyss? Again, I thought I didn't have mini bosses in here. Okay, whatever. I'm trolling. This is a bad tier list, bad streamer, whatever you want to say. I'm putting this in C tier. No, I'm putting it in B tier. It's a cool mini boss, actually. I'm not giving mini bosses too much thought. This is Eidolon Worm, which I actually did intend to include Eidolon Worm because Eidolon is cool. I'm putting Eidolon Worm in S tier because it's really cool. I love the fear factor of the first time you ever see an adult Eidolon Worm and you like didn't intend to spawn it, and all of a sudden you're just like, oh no. Aquatic Scourge, I'm not a huge fan. Okay, wait, but now we have a problem. I have a confliction of interests. Boss fight, not a fan. Straight into C tier, don't care. Song though, Cat Jam cheer for sure. Aquatic Scourge is one of my favorite boss songs in all of Calamity. Okay. Astrum Aureus. I don't think there's too much to say about Astrum Aureus, but I think it's a good boss, so probably just like top of B tier. Yeren is definitely going in S++, definitely going above Eidolon Worm, but do I put it above Plaguebringer Goliath? These are like my two favorite Calamity bosses right here. I think Yeren's gotta go higher than Plaguebringer Goliath. With the phase 2 change and everything, it's gotta go higher. This is F-. I don't even have to say anything. Screw Ravager. So we've got Siren and Levi. Siren and Levi's cool. I also really like the 1% drop. I don't even know if I should consider drops, but honestly, like the community, I really enjoy existing. Plus, I also like that Siren and Levi can spawn in pre-hard mode if you really, really want to fight it. I think Siren and Levi is a very solid A. Desert Scourge, I think, has to go in cat jam tier, but not as high as Aquatic Scourge when in jam factor. Also, we just made a very sick looking worm here, so I'm also liking my decision. Okay, Providence. This is an S++ tier. I think I'm just gonna put it right there. Devourer of Gods. I mean, these are just post-Moonlord Calamity bosses. I don't know what to tell you. They're all S++. They're all so good. This is the mushroom boss from Ultranium, right? Like Ultranium's final unfinished boss. Give it an A for effort. Yeah, I'm down. The sprite's sick. The attacks are cool. It's an unfinished boss, so it's kind of hard to rank. Yeah, A for effort. Sure, I like that, Helfer. Cygnus is my favorite Sentinel, so I have to at least put it above. I'm gonna put Cygnus in cat gem tier. This is Abaddon, the first post-Moonlord boss from Shadows of Abaddon. It's got like 4 different phases. It's got a good soundtrack. The attacks are cool. I'm gonna put this in top of A tier. And now we've got 2 abominations. I don't know how I did that, but I did it. We're gonna rank the abomination first. I think abomination is, out of the 3 big Fargo's bosses being Deviant, Mutant, Abomination, my enjoyment for the 3 bosses kind of goes along with when they show up. I think my ranking would be Mutant best, Abomination second best, Deviant third best. I would probably put Abomination in S++, or I'd probably put Mutant in S++. So maybe I put Abomination just right below it in like cat jam tier. And then this is Mutant, guys. This is totally the Mutant sprite. Definitely not Abomination again. And for Abomination, I mean, what? No, not Abomination. For Mutant, totally. I think it's just right below Devourer of Gods for me. Okay, is this Dread or Absolute Dread? This is Absolute Dread. Okay, Absolute Dread, my favorite boss from Ultranium, by far. I love Absolute Dread. I think Dread and Absolute Dread are well above the rest of the bosses in Ultranium for me. So I'm definitely gonna put this in S++. Where in S++? Probably right there. Okay, this is Abyssinion the Forgotten from Thorium, our first Thorium boss. Do I do it? Abyssinion the Forgotten is kind of forgettable, if you know what I'm saying. Am I rating it that because of the name? Who's to say? But it's my rating. This is like not Shen Dorgon, is it? This is Akuma? So we'll rate this as Akuma then. I think that's the name. I don't know. I forget some of the names in some of these mods. This boss is fine. This boss is cool. It has 2 phases. It gets all flamey and stuff. I'll put it in C tier or B tier. Sure, why not? Dude, I don't remember any of these names, man. What is the name of this? I know, is this Ancient Avian? Is that the name of this? I think it is. Ancient Avian from Spirt Mod. Ancient Avian is cool. It's not super cool though. So, B tier. Okay, this is the Elemental Duo thing from Mod of Redemption. It's a really cool fight, actually. I'll put this in like mid A tier, right around Moonlord. I really like that fight, actually. This is Anubis Lebenscribe or Legends. This is the final Anubis form, right? I know I've kind of been repeating myself here, but honestly, this boss doesn't have too much to offer in my mind. I remember it enough to not put it in forgettable, but I don't remember it enough to rate it any higher than B tier. So I'll probably just put it like there. Now, as for the previous Anubis, this one, I have to put it in forgettable tier. I don't remember this boss at all, really. This is the Flame Serpent, something like that. Fire Serpent. It's from Shadows of Abaddon. It's the first post-Moonlord boss you fight. It's in my favorite biome from Shadows of Abaddon. I don't remember. Is this Arg? Is that his name? Yeah, okay. It's the one I can never pronounce. I really like this boss. I'm gonna put this boss in high A tier. Above this other boss, I said this one was the first, but it's actually not. Abaddon's the first, and then this is the second one. Okay, this is the spider boss from, again, Shadows? This is Arachnus. I think that's its name. This is easily a cat jam tier, like top cat jam tier. This boss slaps. Okay, I'm assuming blue's the powered up one. So this is First Athena. First Athena is pretty lame. Well, no, actually, I think I like First Athena more. Because Second Athena is the one with the stupid teleport attack. I don't like that. Okay, I'm putting you in bottom C tier. This is powered up Athena. And I'll put regular Athena slightly higher in like B tier. What do I think about Astrum Aureus? I think Astrum Aureus is A tier. Okay, what is this dude's name? This is the final Spirit Mod boss. I don't remember his name. Honestly, I'm not a fan. The punch hitboxes are way weird. They're really weird. Atlas, yeah, that's his name. Thank you. He's got a cool design. His sprite's really cool, so I'll put him top of C tier. Fight, don't like it, so it's C tier. Betsy. Back to vanilla for a second. So here's my problem with Betsy, right? The boss itself is really cool, but unfortunately for Betsy, she has to be tagged on to the Old One's army. And so I never fight her. And it kind of brings her down in the rankings a bit for me. But as a boss, I think Betsy is one of, if not the most unique bosses in all of Terraria vanilla. So for that, I do feel like I need to rank her highly. So I'll put her in A tier. Borean Strider. Okay, moving on. Brain of Cthulhu. You know, I used to really not like Brain of Cthulhu, but recently I've realized that it's actually a nice boss. In fact, I like it more than Eater of Worlds, so A tier. All right, we got Brimstone Elemental now. Honestly, probably Cat Gem tier. Brimstone Elemental has a really nice soundtrack. The fight is also pretty cool. It's like more of a bullet hell boss. Calamitous is definitely an S++ tier for me. I think I'd put her here. I really like the Calamitous fight a lot, actually. This is the champion of what? It's not Terra. It's champion of Cinder, maybe? It's the Underworld champion. I don't know all the names. This is my favorite champion, and for that, I'll put it in S++. Honestly, higher than the Mutant. Is that crazy? I think that might legitimately be my favorite Fargo's boss. This is the Champion of Life. I actually do remember the name of this one. One of my lesser favorite champions, honestly, like more of a C tier from me. This is the Snow Champion. Don't remember which champion it is. I do really like the concept that all the heads have a different attack and then two of them are active at the same time, and so then like you get different attack combos constantly and it's never quite the same. I think it's a really cool concept for a boss, so I'll put it in A tier. This is the Champion of Darkness, Champion of Evil, Champion of... you spawn it in the evil biomes. This is my second favorite champion, I think. I think I'll put it in Cat Gem tier at the very top. This is the Desert Champion. I don't remember many of the names. It's honestly the most forgettable champion in my opinion. Honestly, I'm putting it in the Forgore tier because it's the most forgettable champion. So Champion of Terra is cool. It's a worm boss, but it's a very unique worm boss. So I'll put it in like A tier. Okay, Champion of Will. I like this one a lot. It's basically just Duke Fishron. I'll put it in the Jam tier and I'll put it like here. All right, Champion of Timber. It's not that cool of a boss, but it's also a big squirrel. And for the fact that it is a big squirrel, I have to put it highly, so I'll put it top of A tier. All right, Koznix, the Destroyer. This guy would be C tier for me, but it does one of the most unique attacks that I've ever seen in Terraria, which is it summons a lava wave that like consumes half the underworld. And for that reason, I think I have to put it higher just because it's super epic and cool and stuff. Crabulon. I mean, there's literally only one place we could possibly put Crabulon, and that's the Cat Jam tier. It's like the definition of a Cat Jam, so I think it's gotta be very top of S tier. Cryogen. Cryogen's a cool boss. It's another bullet heli boss. I'm not really gonna think too much about Cryogen. I'm just gonna throw him top of A tier and call it good. No, I'm gonna throw him mid A tier and call it good. This is the Dark Wizard Bookman from Old One's Army. Yeah. No, it's actually a cool boss. I'll put it B tier, sure. It's cool and lame at the same time. I don't know how it manages that. I'll just put it there. This is the duality worm. The worm that is both night and day. It's like Equinox worm, right? Something like that. Equinox is very cool. I actually like Equinox a lot. One of my favorite worm bosses. I just love the concept of like night and day, and depending on the time of day, it's the different worms are powered up and you get different drops and stuff. I'm gonna put it in S tier, aka Cat Gem tier. All right, Desert Dijon Mustard. Sorry, bro, but you're pretty forgettable. Uh-oh, we're gonna have to start scrolling. Oh no. Regular Dread, not quite as cool as Absolute Dread. Still very cool and also a Cat Jam. So we throw it there and call it good. A vanilla boss, those are rare. We got Duke Fishron over here, guys. Look at that. I don't know why I felt the need to point. You guys can see him. What do we say about Duke Fishron? I say we say that Duke Fishron is one of the best vanilla bosses. In fact, the other best vanilla boss is right next to him. Look at this, Empress Elite and Duke Fishron. We put Duke Fishron in S++, and we put Empress Elite in S++. I think Empress Elite, being my favorite vanilla boss, needs to be like here. And then Duke Fishron being my second favorite vanilla boss needs to be like here. All right, what's this dude's name again? This is the Spirit Mod guy. I mean, I love Spirit Mod, but this guy's really forgettable. I don't remember this boss at all. I'm not gonna put it in forgettable tier. I'm gonna put it in C tier. Dust King? Yeah, that's his name. He's like beginning of hard mode, right? What's this guy's name? Very, very cool boss. I really like this boss. I'm gonna put it in Cat Jam tier. Arazor, yeah, Arazor or whatever. Yeah, I really like that guy. His name is hard to remember. There's 150 bosses here, man. It's hard to remember. Okay, this is Airbus A380. And I'm going to put him in F tier. I don't like him. Too dark. Come again. Okay, this is the Jojo Boss. I don't remember it's like Champion of Space. This is a really cool boss, I'll be honest. I've never watched the show, but the attacks are cool. Let's be honest, they look cool. Cat Jam tier. Like, honestly here. Champion of Cosmos, yeah. Eye of Cthulhu is just like the figurehead of Terraria. You have to give Eye of Cthulhu credit, man. So, yeah, it's gotta be S tier. I'll put it there. Weird Glowing Mushroom Boss. The only thing I remember about this guy is that he gives really good bars for mage armor. C tier? I don't know. This is the dragon guy from a mod. Is this a Spirit Mod boss? This is Ultranium? I don't remember this boss at all, so it has to go in forgettable tier. I don't think it matters how good this boss is. I literally don't remember fighting it. All right, Gollum. I mean, you guys see where Ravager is, right? And Ravager's just a Gollum buff. I don't know if I want to put it in F-, so I'll just put it in bottom of C tier, I guess. This is Granite Energy Storm, right? I like that Thorium added a boss to Granite and Marble biomes. I will put it in high B tier. All right, First Greed is cool. Yeah, B tier. These are Grips of Chaos. Grips of Chaos are like, honestly, a very cool starter boss. When you think about the idea of Grips of Chaos, it's like not very exciting, but for when you fight them, they're actually a pretty interesting boss. I'm gonna put it in A tier, honestly. This is the powered up Jensen. I don't remember the name. This is Jensen, this is hard mode Jensen. This boss is fine. I think Jensen's cooler because you fight it first, so I'll do like that probably. Ice Queen, ew, yucky. All right, next. This is, so there's those two bosses that you fight. These are Ultranium bosses, right? You fight them at the as soon as you beat Moonlord. These are your first two Ultranium bosses. This is like Ultram or something. And this is the guy from the underworld that I don't remember his name. They're pretty cool. They make really weird sounds. They're basically just Regia Rock and Regia Ice, no, Regia Steel or something. I don't know. I'll put them in like B tier. I don't think they're all that special, but they're also not bad bosses. All right, Infected Eye, Corrupted Eye. It's Infected Eye, right? This is from This is from Mod of Redemption. Is this the first Mod of Redemption boss that we've had so far? It's not all that special. But it's, again, I feel like a broken record because there's so many bosses here, but it's not that special, but it's also not a bad boss, so I can't put it in like F or forgettable because I remember it. So I'll just put it in like C tier, top of C tier. Okay, this is, I want to say Arazor, but I don't think that's right. What is this dude's name? Oh, it's Infernon from Spirit. This was like the one Spirit Mod boss that I didn't like, wasn't it? I'm gonna put him in C tier. Okay, this is, what is his name? It's the fancy shooty guy from Mod of Redemption. This is actually a very cool boss. It's a very epic fight. Kingslayer, that's what it is. Yeah, Kingslayer's sick. I'm putting Kingslayer in S++. This is one of the best Mod of Redemption bosses for sure. King Slime. Okay. Lunatic Cultist. Lunatic Cultist is probably, I mean, it's really unique. I'll put it in like A tier. For a vanilla boss, very cool. Okay, this is Moon Jelly Wizard. Definitely has to be a Cat Jam. Honestly, maybe even S++. This is my favorite Spirit Mod boss. I really like Moon Jelly Wizard. I'll put it like there. Morning Wood, sick pun, first of all. Very funny. I like it. It's got a cool design. I think it's better than the Everscream counterpart, and Everscream is in mid B, so I'll put this in high B. Okay, this is the... Yeah, I'll just put him with his brother. They're basically the same boss, right? What is this dude's name? Nebulous? I'm really bad with names here on some of these. So Nebulous. This is Nebulous, and this is an amazing boss. Legitimately, S++, like easily. Here? Yeah, I think I'd put it there. I really like that boss. Nihilus. Nihilus is epic. Minimum has to be cat jam tier. Yeah, I'll leave Nihilus there. Ogre. Sorry, I forgore. Okay, this is like third Vilch unit, right? This one's pretty sick. This is the best Vilch unit. Vilk unit? I don't know how to pronounce it. I think I'd put it in cat gem tier. Patient Zero? S++. Plantera? S++. Poltergast? Cat jam? Okay, Illuminati boss. Probably also, A? Yeah, probably A. Pumpkin? What the Ice Queen could have been. Like low A, probably. Queen B? We're kind of speedrunning right now. B tier? Yep. I didn't intend to do that. Queen B should definitely be in B tier, though. Queen Slime? A tier? I like Queen Slime. I think Queen Slime's a very unique boss for vanilla. All right, so we've got Big Chungus and Big Chungus 2. I mean, they're not that cool. Let's be honest. I'll put like Big Chungus in B tier and Big Chungus 2 in like A tier. This guy's very forgorable, so there you go. Santa Mech, probably just B tier. I mean, for an event mini-ish boss, honestly pretty cool. This is like, what is it? It's like Scarabus or something. It's like the first boss from, what is it, Spirt Mod? So, it's good. It's not great though. Oh, this is like the Infection Rift thing. This is like Infected Eye, but part 2, basically, right? I'll just put it with Infected Eye. It's probably better because it goes after. Okay, this is Shen Dorgon. Shen Dorgon's really cool. We throw that in S++. Yeah, I think it has to like really zoom up here to like there. This is like the sisters that spawn during the Shen fight, but you also fight them first. They're not that special. Put them in like B tier. Skeletron. I like Skeletron. Where do I want Skeletron though? A tier? Yeah, sure. Prime. Kind of just cooler Skeletron. But also it didn't come first, but also it's cooler Skeletron, so I'll put him there. The Asteroid Worm boss from Spirit Mod. Pretty forgorable. Yeah, we'll put it forgore. This is the early hard mode pre-hard mode ice dragon from a mod. I remember the fight, but that's about it. So I'll put it C tier. Okay, Escal. Escal's a good fight. Don't listen to whatever I said 2 years ago. Escal's a good fight. So we think Escal is minimum cat jam. Probably S++. We're starting to hit into the I don't know if it's better territory. I think I throw it here. I think I throw Escal here. Okay, this is Broodmother. Broodmother's kind of lame, and you can also cheese Broodmother, so C tier. Very champion. Same thing with the Granite Energy Storm, but I think it's cooler than Granite Energy Storm, so low A tier. The Decree. Dragon Folly. Dragon Folly is a cool boss, but not a super cool boss, so we'll put it like high B tier probably. Decree is cat jam. That's true, Decree does have a good song. And actually, I do remember the fight. I can't put it in forgore. I'll put it in A tier. That's a huge leap, but the more I think about the Decree, the more it's actually not bad. It has a good song. It has 2 phases. It's pretty entertaining for when you fight it. Yeah, I'll put it in A tier. Okay, this is like Flaming Pumpkin Man, like the worst Nihilus, basically. It's fine. Like mid B tier, maybe? Grand Thunderbird. First Thorium boss. It does the job as the first boss, right? I mean, it's very unique for when you fight it, too. All right, I'll put it in A tier. I think Grand Thunderbird's a good boss. Hivemind is in the same boat. I think Hivemind's very unique. So I'll put it in A tier. This is the Hydra boss thing that you fight. Cool boss. A tier. Moving on. Okay, what is this lady called again? It's from Mod of Redemption. The Keeper. Yeah, that's it. The Keeper is kind of annoying. I'll put it in like C tier. All right, the Lich. Very cool sprite-wise. Very forgettable fight-wise. Decent boss. Yeah, I think this is a C tier. Okay, this is the... I wanted to say Sisters of Battle, which is a Hollow Knight boss. Lost Siblings. Lost Siblings is the name I was looking for, like the first 4. Yeah, I like this boss a lot. I'm putting it in S tier, aka cat jamming. Here. Do we really have to rank this? It's got 5 health. It's not a boss, but it is a boss. I know you guys want me to put it in S++, but honestly, I feel like we need a higher tier. It's chilling right here. I can't actually put it there, but it's chilling right there in our hearts. Old Duke. Yikes, it's a boomer. No, okay, so Old Duke, it really is kind of forgettable, I'll be honest. Top of forgettable, I guess? Yo, fun fact, I've actually never fought this boss, so... I never play Crimson. I'll just put it in F-. I don't even know if it's a bad boss or not, but, you know. We've got Hive Mind, very cool boss. We've got the Perforator Hive. I avoid it like the plague. I don't know if it's good or not, whatever. Okay, Primordials. What do we think about the Primordials? Cool concept, decent execution, solid A tier. Star Scouter. The Star Scouter fight's cool, actually. Yeah, because it spawns the mini ships halfway through, and it becomes immune. You have to beat the little mini ships that all have different attacks. Yeah, this is a cool fight. Okay. I'll put it around the Decree. Twins, it's a fine mech fight. Where did I put the Destroyers in B tier, Primes in S tier? So I think Twins just kind of lies right in the middle in A tier, sure. Vinewrath, I think is his name. It's a really early game boss. It's not too bad. B tier? This is the mushroom toad guy, Toadstool? Yeah, it's Toadstool. It is a pun, because Toadstool's a mushroom, but it's also a toad. Yeah, okay. So, this fight is kind of lame. The pun is cool, but that's about it. I don't like the fight. C tier. Thornman? What's this dude's name? I want to say Vinewrath, but wasn't that this guy's name? Unless maybe this is Vinewrath and I got this guy's name wrong? This is Vinewrath. Okay, so I don't know what this dude's name is then. Thornbane of the Forest. That's this guy's name. Thornbane of the Forest, Vinewrath's Bane, right? They're similar names, similar sprites. Well, not similar sprites, but similar concepts and sprites. I like this dude. I'm gonna put him in A. Okay, Viscount. Viscount's... I like Viscount. I think Viscount's one of my favorite Thorium bosses. For that, I'll put him in Cat Jam tier, because Viscount's theme is also sick. Alright, so this is the first and second Vilch Overlords. We have the sword, which is like a play on the fact that no Terraria swords actually use melee, so the sword boss actually shoots projectiles. I kind of like that, honestly, so I'll put it in A tier. And the second Vilch Overlord is very forgettable. I'll put it... I'm not going to put it in forgettable tier, as much as I made it sound like it. I'm putting it in C tier. Alright, Wall of Flesh. S tier. Probably there. Absolute Greed. It's about the same as regular Greed. I'll just put them next to each other. What the heck is this dude? I don't remember this boss. Absolutely forgotten. Didn't I already rank this guy? Oh no, I ranked... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's the difference? This is the pre-hard mode one. This is the post-Moonlord one. Okay, I ranked this thinking it was this. So you go here, you go here. Cool. Too many Hydras. There's like 5 Hydra bosses. I don't know what I'm ranking. This is like the squid guy. Forgettable. This is the core guy. Actually a pretty cool boss. I'll put him in A? Zero, is that his name? Piglin Brute. Kind of lame. And, oh wait, that's it. Actually, I just ranked that last guy so fast. These are all the ones that we're not ranking, because they weren't supposed to be here. So here's our final tier list, guys. I think it's pretty good. There's a couple of memes. I mean, this is a meme, right? But overall, this is a pretty good ranking. There's actually a lot of final bosses in S++, which is a statement for good modding, I guess. I think the final boss in a mod should be the best boss. And that officially concludes Super Modded. We have now beaten all these bosses and ranked them. Thank you to the Great Bendini, Beeve's biggest simp, and all my other patrons for helping make this video possible.